Hi. Today, I would like to share a Strat style guitar. This is called the Legacy from G&L Guitars. This particular one I bought used, like many of my guitars, many of my instruments. And I had been looking for a Strat style guitar for a long, long time. I had owned many that said Fender on them. And then I found my Hamer Mirage, and I thought I was kind of done with my search for a Strat. But then I walked into a music store and I saw hanging on the wall a G&L. G and L stands for George and Leo, as in George Fullerton and Leo Fender. Two people that were instrumental in starting the original Fender Musical Instrument Company and making the Strat one of the most iconic electric guitars in the world. But I couldn't find one that I just felt comfortable with and comfortable playing on. So I found that G&L. It was a red sparkle, a little bit of a fade type burst on it, dark around the edges, and it was an S500, and those have a little hotter pickups than a standard Strat style guitar. Maybe in between a P90 and kind of a vintage single coil. I liked the guitar. I loved the way it played. I don't own it anymore because when I found this, this has the lower output pickups. I didn't think I was going to like the maple fretboard. I didn't mind. I loved the way this guitar played. I loved the way it sounded. So I bought this. Very, very shortly thereafter, I sold the S500. And I'm kind of wishing I didn't, because it was a great guitar. A little more powerful pickups, maybe slightly more modern, and it had a couple of differences that this one didn't have. It did have a rosewood fretboard. That doesn't seem to matter that much to me anymore. It has larger frets than a standard Strat style from Fender in most cases, and it has a little flatter fretboard radius. And I don't have those specs right now. I don't have a gauge that will tell me what these are. I did find out that this was made in March of 1995. There's a stamp that I found both on the neck and in the neck pocket. And I just did that. I just took that apart last night to find that information out. But I just wanted to share a little of my history. Down in the description box below the video here, I will put the specs, all of the specs that I can find on the US-made Legacy. This one even says up here, guitars by Leo. He was still around when this was made. He wasn't a guitar player. He was a tinkerer. He created things. He liked to experiment. He started out with amplifiers and soon developed basically the Telecaster after a couple of iterations, and then came up with this as a modern style electric guitar. not this, with the Fender Stratocaster. This is his personal updated version of that guitar. So I'm going to be running in through my Rivera Kiana 410, mic'd up with a Shure mic, running into GarageBand for my sounds. And I'm just going to do some basic sounds. It's set to clean right now. This is the neck pickup. Next position down, what many people call position 4. These two pickups combined, neck and middle pickup combined. Middle pickup. Middle pickup and bridge pickup combined. And the bridge pickup. One of the few S-style guitars that I've been happy with the sound of all of the pickups. Any combination. I love this guitar. Love this guitar. So on the Riviera, I was using the American channel, think Fender. Let's try it with the so this is the British channel. I hope you aren't wanting me to play other people's stuff. I just play what I feel at the moment. That was all on the bridge pickup still. Position 2, bridge and middle combined. Middle position. Middle and neck combined. And the neck pickup. Now, a little Hendrix-ish type of stuff. And I'm going to go back to the American sound. And here I'm also adding fuzz and a wah-wah. The G&L Legacy from 1995, March of 1995 is when this one was made. And this guitar has made me a happy Strat style player. This older design has his redesigned bridge, 2-point fulcrum bridge, tremolo bridge, 6 individual die-cast saddles. I set up all of my trem systems in a floating type manner so that I can pull back on it and raise the pitch quite a bit. This is made, well, it's a little more than an 1/8 inch off of the top of the guitar. Very plain white pickguard. It has a push-in tremolo arm that has a little adjustment deal here so that you can get it to stay where you want it. It has a treble and a bass control along with the master volume, which all of these controls affect all pickups, which I love. It has one string tree up here, which is just a basic, like a Delrin plastic type deal. It does not have locking tuners. These are Spurzl tuners, not lockers. I'm not sure what the nut material is. I haven't looked into that much. This is set up with 3 springs on it. Works beautifully for my needs. It is the old 3-bolt micro tilt style adjusting neck attachment system, which I have had absolutely 0 problems on stability. Movement-wise, the neck is a very, very good tight fit into the neck pocket. When I took it out, it needed a little bit of force to take it out and to get it back in before you start putting in the screws and everything. It has a little bit of a vintage style tint to the neck. Not a lot, just a little tiny bit. It's not really yellow. It's just slightly darker than natural maple. 3-tone sunburst, which I love to see the wood grain. Alder body. Maple neck, which looks to be a quarter sawn. Kind of quarter sawn. This has been super, super stable. The truss rod adjustment is up here. Very easy to get to. I've had to, when I set it up first, when I first got the guitar and set it up, I did adjust the neck to the way I wanted it, and I have not touched it since. And I've had this probably since about 98, 99. I don't think it was in the 2000 year yet. Beautiful guitar, G&L Legacy, made in the US. It's hard to beat. Hard to beat. If you haven't tried out the G&L guitars, Leo isn't around anymore, but they are still releasing some of his ideas along the way. When they go through his things and they find something that looks interesting, they might introduce a new model. They still make the Legacy. They do make some overseas now, which is the Tribute. I believe they call those the Tribute series. With G&L, the US, basically they've got custom shop, and they've got a few standard models. They've got some signature guitars out. Give them a shot. Well worth it. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Click the little bell down over there so that you can be notified the next time I post a video. It could be taking a look at one of my instruments. It could be a music video, mainly centered around the Native American style flute. That's kind of the centerpiece in most of my music, taking the place of vocals for the most part. And it could be native flute solo, it could be with other instruments, more modern, keyboards, things like that. Could be tutorials, how to play the Native American flute. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.